Hello and welcome to GeekatPlay Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial, we'll look on some import options for your models. So what's happening, sometimes you may have a model import inside the Vue application, but texture does not display properly. So let's look on some of those problems. As example, I'm going inside the poser and we're going to load a model, and this is model from new set from GeekatPlay we created in the Cinema 4D specifically for the poser. It is model of the trains. So let's go ahead and load this canister right here. So right here you can see we have it, one of the model. Okay, and sorry, position slightly. Okay, and you can see this is look okay, the texture showing properly. So what are we going to do now? We go just save this as a poser file and open inside of Vue. So let's go ahead. Okay, so we save it and let's go ahead inside the Vue application, and currently I'm using Vue 9 Extreme. This will work for any other versions of the Vue. We're going to File and we'll go to Import Object. And then we'll go ahead and select the file. You notice this is poser file. Okay, let's click Open. We have some import options come up, and for this example I'll just click OK here. Okay, one nice things what happened right now, and I want to show you, you have it sometimes maybe come up error with the poser. So what we need to do, we need to go fix it this. Let's go to File, Option. Okay, and what's happening with options inside the configure poser, be sure we'll go ahead and select the May library, latest library. So let's go click OK, and it's asked if I want to restart it, so let's go ahead. Okay, so right here we restart our Vue, and again you notice when I have the library with a poser kind of appear, you're going inside the options and reconfigure poser to use the latest library. Okay, next we go ahead, let's go import now our object again. I'll click OK. So now, because library was updated and properly referenced inside the Vue, we're importing properly. So right here, it says entire animations. I want just single frame for now because it's no animation there. Also, sometimes it may pop up and says warning if you want kind of repositioning, but for this model, we don't need it. So we want disable. Okay, it's like a 1 second to load it. And right here we have our model. Okay, let's screen refresh in a second. Okay, let's go drop this model down and maybe bring closer to our screen. As well, what I want to do, I want to rotate. So we can preview, take our camera, put it a little bit up, and maybe take sun position and just a little bit readjust so we have better lighting. One thing right here in preview, you can already see some of those artifacts that happen to our texture. So let's go render to screen. So right here you can see we have these kind of artifacts based on our texture that does not showing properly. In many cases, first things what you kind of will be wonder if our normals set properly, but actually it's nothing to do with normals. It's more to do with the models and set up properly angle for our materials. So be sure our model is selected, and we'll go ahead and click on edit our material, well, our model. Most important, it will be right here. We will work with a set properly pong and smoothing angles on this. So let's check from 80 to 60. Let's click OK. And right now you notice that problem is fixed. So we don't have that anymore kind of distortion with materials. So what's happening in sometimes when you work with different applications that work a little bit different with the pong material or with other one, how light will transmit. So in some cases you need to go back and rework a little bit with those materials for the view. So again, right here you can see we modify the angle and it's fixed the problems that we had with the material. Again, this is work specifically just for the view fix it. Even there's other applications, like for example in this case a poser, it's showing properly for us this material. And when we go and let's render as example. So right here you can see our render done and material look nice and clean inside the poser. And again, it was problem with when we import inside the view. So in this case, if you see some maybe material have problem with the properly rendering with the angles, this is one way to fix it. Again, we'll select the model and just verify, go to edit. And right here where we have an option for the mesh, we'll just switch from to the 60 degrees angle on a max moving angle. This will help us. Okay, so again, thank you for watching this tutorial from GeekatPlay Studio. And please remember, visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com, and be sure to check our new models and sets that we're releasing for the poser and for the view.